Hey guys! Oh, why? I've got a little bit of a glare. Let me turn that off. There we go. Hi! Welcome back. I have been gone for almost a month from my house, and yeah, it's good to be home. It is really, really good to be home. I actually been up for a couple hours. I've meant to do an early morning stream this morning, but of course I had to unpack everything in the room, get it all organized, and apparently the cat had a lot of fun while I was gone. There was hair everywhere, the machine was on its side, yeah. Apparently the cat had the run of my room while I was gone. So I did clean up all the hair, I had to organize everything, I had to straighten up, but I am ready to go. Hi, you like me home, don't you? Come here. Alfred, come here. Hi, hello, Soleil. Oh, I'm getting all the doggies. I'm getting all the doggies. I did not bring any of them with me. Normally I bring one dog with me whenever I travel. I did not bring any with me because of where I was going right to Gen Con, so I couldn't bring any. He's your good boy. Oh, come here, Marley. All right, I know you guys missed me. Want to say hi to the camera? Say hi. See, Marley's been having a lot of improvements while I'm gone. Yes, he has. He's a good boy. Oh, hi. Okay, to Worm. To Sundra? Yeah. Nope, I've got the cat cam. All right, come here, Slay. First stream back in the studio for a month, so the dogs all have to make appearance. There we go. Okay. All right, you guys want your treats? It's the only reason why you ever come and visit me while I stream. I know, because you guys all want treats. Yeah, I tried to do a, hi, how are you? I tried to do a dog cam at one point because, you know, the dogs all like to make appearances in my streams, but they don't sit still. My cat is deaf, and she just likes to chill. So no matter how much noise I make, no matter what goes on, she just kind of like sits in her little place. So yeah, cat cam. Okay, so getting started for today. I have a lot to do. I had Gen Con and Dragon Con while I was gone. Next up on the docket is New York Comic Con. First thing I have to do is I've got to get pillows cut out. I've got a couple of new fabrics that are really cool. I've got some new stuff going on. Ooh, I have a new fabric for Alice in Wonderland. I need to go grab that. Yeah, dogs do not sit still. It is pretty ridiculous. So I've got to cut out all the fabric for pillows I need to make, and then once I finish all of that, I can move back onto quilting. I've got the horror quilt. I still have one more block I've got to make for the commission. I've picked up a couple new commissions I've got to work on. So yeah, busy 3 weeks. And in 3 weeks from today, I'm leaving again for a 6-week stint in the States. I have New York Comic Con, and then TwitchCon, and then Quilt Market, and then the New York Toy Fair. So yeah, I'm a busy person. This is the busy time of year, so I'm probably going to be streaming every single day for the next 3 weeks with only like one day here and there I'm not, because there's so much I've got to get done. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's start cutting out some pillows. All right. So I actually keep inventory on Square of all of my quilts and pillows at conventions. So I know exactly what I've sold. So I did take the time already to go through and make a list of all of the pillows and dice bags that I need to replace. So that's the first step. Oh, new Wonder Woman's. Fantastic. Alright, so this is, if you saw my box opening stream, I showed you some really awesome new Wonder Woman fabrics. Here is, it's so cool. I love this fabric. So I need 2 of these. Won't need any pins today, so I can get rid of that because it's only cutting out all of the fabrics. I'm not going to need this area. Let's do that today. Great. Alright, so if you have not had a chance to see my pillows in person at conventions, I do 15-inch throw pillows. And I always get the question, well, why 15 inches? In fact, let's move this down. Because The pillows are a perfect size for travel. I can buy the pillow forms in bulk for 20 pillow forms in each box. And it sits nicely. The box of 20 pillows sits nicely so I can stack 2 high into my truck or into my trailer. And the pillows themselves are a nice, easy size to bring to conventions. And then I can actually cut these a good size. Go. Bring my trash over. See, I've got to rearrange everything after being gone for a month. And then cutting these, it's a nice size, so I have just enough fabric left over to make dice bags. So they're good. All right, so 15 and 30. There we go. I think my kid is home. Alright, so I've got that, and that's all I need for this one. Hello! I didn't realize she was coming home this early. I thought she was going to be a little later. Where do I want to put this one? This is a new fabric, so I have to find a place to put it. I'm just going to set it over here for now. Hello? All right. Yeah, no, and that's the whole thing. When I started traveling to conventions, I needed pillows and I needed things that would be efficient. So I did tons of research, and that's what I came up with. All right. Hello?
Hi.
There you are. I'm streaming.
Yeah, I figured.
Or else I'd come up and talk.
Yeah.
I'm making pillowcases if you want to help.
I don't know.
I was not expecting her until this afternoon, or else I would have waited to start streaming until I knew she was home. Because obviously you hear all the dogs barking. Okay, oh, I forgot to show you this. I will cut it and then show it to you. This is the other Wonder Woman fabric that I did in the unboxing. If you haven't had a chance to watch the unboxing, whenever I go to my address in Maryland, Soleil, enough. When I go to my address in Maryland, that's actually where I ship all of my stuff. So I do unboxings, so you can actually see all the cool things. All right, so here is the new Wonder Woman. Oh, isn't that cool? And you leave some margin for error when you cut. Nope, 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 there's no margin for error. It is, you just make your cuts. I've been doing it for so long though, I never have any problems. All right, so we've got that. Wonder Woman, I need to start marking these off. All right, Wonder Woman blue, Wonder Woman pink and gray. Oh, I like this fabric. Where did I put DC? There it is. Wonder Woman gray. Here we go. This is a cool fabric. It's actually got Wonder Woman, Supergirl, and Batgirl all on it. So obviously this is just the first cut where I'm going through and cutting out the fabrics. And then of course I've got it when they are down to a small amount, I put them on the half bolts. So did you want to help me or no? Or just want to sit there for a bit?
I'm gonna sit there.
Okay. 15:30. I'm only streaming for a little bit today until I can get all of these cut out. And then tomorrow I'm going to start the regular streams up again.
That's fine. Oh, they gave me civics and careers again, the summer school course I've had.
Oh, so you had to switch it out?
Yeah, so I'm doing grade 11 physics.
Okay. It's good to get that finished. Beauty and the Beast! I love this fabric. This is a new fabric that I also did in the unboxing. whenever you want to go upstairs, Jord,
Yeah.
I have a brand new fabric that came after Dragon Con
You gotta go that way.
before I left. It is Alice in Wonderland, Painting the Roses Red. It's the Red Queen. It's all black and white. So
Queen
the
of
only thing
Hearts.
that what?
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really cool. It's in one of the suitcases upstairs of fabric.
Alright, you want me to bring it down too?
Eventually. I'll eventually need to do it.
Alrighty.
But not right this moment. You don't have to. Before the stream's done. Alfred, you're in my way, honey. I gotta stand right there. I know. Oh, you just want to be on camera again, don't you? But then I have to actually get your hair off. I know. I know.
Struggles with having a dog.
Yes. So, have you been home since we left for Gen Con? Or are you just getting home for the first time?
I came home Thursday.
Did you come into the basement at all?
No.
Yeah, so apparently while we were out of town, the cat had a field day down here. She knocked off the machine.
How did she do that?
I don't know, but the machine was knocked off. There was hair everywhere. She had basically everything was scattered everywhere. So I really wanted to start streaming early morning to get this stuff done so I can go to your dad's softball game today. Yeah, I spent 2 hours cleaning first and setting everything up.
No, I cleaned the bathroom Thursday, fed the dogs, and did the litter.
All right, to Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
So what I'm doing now with these pillows, these are replacements for the pillows I sold at Dragon Con and Gen Con. Okay, next is Frozen, the Olaf one. Olaf is up here. Oh, and I think I need princesses too.
The shelf's like perfect heights for you, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that's
you
why
can
I
reach the top of it.
well, that's why I put them the way that I do.
That's pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah. You know how I am. I am a planner. Everything gets planned out.
And I planned some things.
There we go. That's what I was just explaining on the feed, was that the reason why I do the 14/15-inch throw pillows is because it is the perfect size for traveling, because the pillow forms fit 20 to a box and they fit exactly too high in my trailer. And the pillows themselves are the perfect size to store and take everything around. Oh, I don't need minions, do I? Nope, I don't need the minions. I do need the princesses. And I think you don't plan anything. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. So, okay, is it okay if I just call you Tube Worm? Because I have Sundra. The T's probably silent. Yeah, but thank you. I appreciate that follow. Alright, we've got that. I think I can only get one more pillow out of this, and then I'm out of this fabric. And this is another fabric that is out of print. It's Disney Princesses. So I cannot get this fabric anymore. So this goes in my scrap for my Patreon people. There we go. I've got that. Okay, so princesses. I need one. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, next. Jack. Alright, where's my Jack Skellington? Okay, I need my Jack heads. And I need my Jack and Sally. So this is my Jack and Sally. You brushing the key, cat?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go upstairs. So I'll grab your fabric.
Thank you. Alright, Jack heads. I need 2. And Jack and Sally, I need 2. Oh, I forgot to make a note. I need to say no fabric for the princesses. I put that in my thing. USA Chan, why are you crying? Oops. Why did I do that? Alright, my jack heads. 15. 30. Oh. Oh, okay. So that's probably why you, okay, that's why you cried too, Worm, but maybe that's why USA Chan cried as well. That's okay, because after I cut this jack, just wait until you see the next fabric. The Disney fabric that I'm going to do. Look at that. It is pretty cool. Oh no, see the nice, okay, let me show you this princess fabric. It's just okay. It's not, and I'll put it right here so you can see it better. So this princess, oh, I can't wait to show that fabric off. So it's got basically just a pinky, cool little princess. This fabric is nice, but I find that little girls tend to like it. But there's better fabric. There's much better fabric that I'm now going to get. So don't be sad. Okay. This is the new fabric. I cannot wait to do this. Okay, so I'll do that one after this one. And I'll show it to you guys because I'm super excited for that fabric. They finally have Alice in Wonderland fabric. I showed it off in my unboxing. But this, whenever I went back through to order some more of the Super Mario 3 fabric, because I realized how awesome it is and I wanted more, I saw this stuff that apparently I had overlooked the first time I went through and ordered the Alice in Wonderland fabric. So I ordered some of that. And yes, I do order all of my fabric by the bulk directly from the fabric manufacturers. Okay, Jack and Sally, Jack heads. Okay, let me do this and then I will do the other stuff. So, how cool is this fabric? Isn't that awesome? Basically painting all of the roses red. Oh, I gotta turn around to the right. Ah, there we go. I love this fabric. It is so cool. So the first convention I will have this fabric at will be New York Comic Con. I am in love with this fabric. I think this is my new favorite fabric. The next one, the Disney Villains, used to be my new favorite until I saw this in the mail. This is gorgeous, and it's Camelot. So Camelot Fabrics is a very good fabric. It is very soft, and it's very high thread. Okay, 15. I'm going to need 4 of this. So there's 2. In fact, let me write this down. Disney, Alice, Roses is what I'll call it. Did she just say she was going to be, oh, Oceanic Librarian. Yes, I did say I was going to be at New York Comic Con. I vend at New York Comic Con every single year. So I just came back in town from Gen Con, then Dragon Con. Next up is New York Comic Con, and then TwitchCon, Quilt Market, and then the New York Toy Fair. Here we go, I've got that. 15 and 30. And because I only have 3 weeks to prep for all of that, I will probably be streaming almost every single day and all this done. And, oh, fantastic. So my booth, have you been to New York Comic Con before? This is what I love. This fabric. It's one of those multi-directionals, so it goes a couple of different ways. And then there's the other side. Is that not amazing? I love this fabric. So if you walk where my booth is, if you're walking into New York Comic Con, you can go to the left where the block is, or you can go straight to go to the rest of the exhibitors and vendors, and they have all the big name companies right out front there, straight ahead of you. Walk all the way to the very back wall, and you'll see the bathroom right there. Turn to the right and go down about 5 aisles, and I'm on the corner. So we're actually on the corner along the back wall. It is myself with my quilts, pillows, patterns, and Nicole always joins me at New York Comic Con. She is the one that makes the little amigurumi dolls. So if anyone caught the special guest appearance that I did while I was traveling for Gen Con and Dragon Con, that is Nicole at Nicole's house, and she was making amigurumi dolls for New York Comic Con. Okay, how many villains do I need? I need 4. So in addition to making pillows, dice bags, quilts, and everything, getting ready for New York Comic Con, I also have to make more kits. I almost completely sold out of my quilt kits. So I'm sure one of these streams in the next 3 weeks I will be making them. Fantastic. And make sure when you stop by, say that you saw me on Twitch and that you're Oceanic, and I'll be like, okay, fantastic. Great. I've got that. I've got that. It's funny, speaking of the stream that I did with Nicole, so I have only been streaming since February. Yeah, I started streaming in February. So I started advertising that, hey, I'm streaming on Twitch at cons, starting with Awesome Con in DC. And everyone always says, oh, that's fantastic, I'll watch. And then they turn to Nicole and they say, do you stream on Twitch? And she says, no one wants to see me crochet. And I'm like, and I keep telling her, yes, people will want to see you crochet. She crochets so fast, it is unbelievable. And so I finally got her on a stream, crocheting, with that guest one. Okay, next is Doctor Who. I'm going to pull them all first, and then I'll start doing it. So we're doing the guest one, and afterwards she says, okay, whatever. People were just being nice. They didn't really want to see me stream this, and this. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, so she thought everyone that was watching us, that was commenting about how fast and how cool she was just being nice. And then I make it up that people actually want to see her stream. One of these days, I will get her. Alright, so there's the comic. I need Don't Blink. Which, by the way, glows in the dark. So, the Don't Blink fabric glows in the dark. Okay, after Don't Blink, I've got heads. Oh, I'm almost out of heads. I may get some more. Starry Night. Starry Night. Oh, no, right there. I didn't think I was out of it on the short bolts. TARDIS words. Okay, oh, maybe it's that one. Alright, I've got to look up and see what TARDIS words is. Screen cap chats. See? Exactly. That's what I keep telling her. Especially if you go back through, if you watch that stream. I don't know if it's still here on Twitch, but I know I've uploaded it to YouTube, so you can watch it there too. She is just so incredibly fast. It is unbelievable how she can do it. She made like the base of 3 dolls in the 3 hours that we streamed. All right, let's see. Square up. Let me sign in. This is my problem, is my descriptions sometimes. I don't know which fabric I'm talking about. All right, so we are in Doctor Who Pillows. TARDIS Words. Yep, I thought it was the other one. Okay. Got that. Thank you very much. All right. It is this one. I also keep a record of all of my fabrics, not just for inventory and for things like that, but for pictures. So like if I have a minion that's helping me out that's not familiar with my fabrics, everything is categorized and everything has a name and a picture. Oh, it's over there. Where'd I put it? And things. Things also glows in the dark. I love this fabric. It's pretty cool. So if you are new to my stream, oh, where'd the cat go? Oh, the cat's eating. Cat cam, of course, because you gotta have a cat cam. I always put pictures on the left-hand side of what I'm working on. So today I'm working on pillows, stuff along the bottom, oh, stuff along the top. I have only been streaming since February, so I want to grow my follower base, so I do giveaways. At 100, I gave away one of my patterns of choice. At 200 followers, I'm going to give away a kit, an actual, one of my quilt kits that I make for my patterns. The only benefit I have for subscribers right now is you get extra tickets into those drawings that I do at every 100 followers. But I finally just got to my emojis, so I'm going to get those uploaded and approved sometime this week. So I will have those as well. All right, things. I need, oops, let me move back over here. Things, I need 4 of these. Oh, also at New York Comic Con, the Doctor Who and Cat Cam. Yeah. Also at New York Comic Con, I'm going to have mystery boxes. So at the end of each year, I go through all of my pillows and dice bags and I find any fabric that is not really sold well through the year and I discontinue it. So I actually make up all the rest of the pillows and dice bags that I can with that fabric, and then it goes into mystery boxes. And the mystery boxes have at least $90 of merch for $45. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off because it's only got one more. And we bring it to C2E2, Awesome Con, and if there's any left over, we bring them to New York Comic Con. And I think I still have about 20 boxes left over. I made about 60 boxes this year. So I will have those, but not for very long. Okay, and I've got 5 things. Okay, words. I need 2. Fantastic. I'm glad you've been able to make it to a live stream then. I'm thinking about, I'm trying to figure out ways that I can stream on a regular basis whenever I'm traveling. Because in 3 weeks I go to New York Comic Con and all those other cons over the course of those weeks. I'm going to be gone for almost 6 weeks. Now I can do IRLs, but I get so exhausted at conventions. It's just not really feasible sometimes for me to be able to stream. Well, then I was thinking, TwitchCon. Why don't I mount a camera and stream at TwitchCon? So I'm thinking like have the camera facing out from my booth so you can almost see the back of my head, but you can see people go by, so you may be able to see other streamers, Maybe have some come over and chat. Of course, I'll put a little sign up saying, Small, you're live on Twitch. That way everyone knows. But I think everyone kind of takes for granted if you're at TwitchCon, everyone's streaming. Okay, and Starry Night, I need 4. Oh, is the cat back? Yes. She's deaf, so can't even make sounds. I'm trying to like get her attention so she looks over here. Yeah. Yeah, I am super excited about my emojis. My friend did a really, really good job making them. I meant to upload them and start the approval process before I started streaming today, but I didn't have a chance. So I will do that as soon as I finish streaming. Okay, heads, I need 4. There we go. And so Hestia is her name. Hestia is a rescue cat. But it is a she rescued us kind of thing where she picked us. You know how cats do that. We were on our way to a fundraiser for a friend of ours in the middle of winter a few years ago. Okay, I need 4 of these. Yeah, I know approval's going to take a while for the emojis, but hopefully it goes quickly. I actually got an email saying that they've gotten through a lot of the backlog for affiliates, and that if we want emojis, we should get some uploaded, and they will get them done as soon as possible. Probably my kid. Yeah, so we were on our way to a fundraiser, and we heard this screaming. It sounded like a kid screaming. It was so loud. We're like, what the, where is this coming from? So, yes, I agree. Oh, my emote for the $5 sub level, or the Twitch level, or the Prime level, is a really cool sewing machine with hearts around it. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait for it to get approved. And then she did, for the $10 and $25 level, she did a needle with writing on it and a spool of thread with stuff on it. So then that way, one day when I make partner, we can expand the line of emotes. At least that's my goal. So we hear this screaming and we're like, oh my gosh, what is that? Where is it? And we just start searching, and there's tons of snow outside. So we see this cat sitting just kind of like off to the side of our house in the snow, shaking and screaming. Very, very pitifully. So we're like, okay, well, we can't leave this cat out here when it's this cold in the snow. So we brought her in, set her up with a little bit of food and a little bit of water, and walled her off kind of in the kitchen so the dogs didn't bother her. And then we went to the fundraiser. On the way back, we stopped and got a litter box and litter. So then the next day, we continued to... I do have 4, right? Nope, I only did 4. I need 2 more. We continued to, like, list everywhere online that we could think of that we found this cat. You know, basically letting everyone know. And then, you know, just kind of get the word out there. We did put flyers up everywhere. Never found the owners, ever. So after, I think about 2 months, I was traveling and my husband calls all freaked out, there's something wrong with the cat. I'm like, what do you mean there's something wrong with the cat? So he goes, she's not responding to anything, she's not doing this, she's not doing that. And I said, look at her eyes. Are her eyes blue? He says, yeah. I said, yeah, she's deaf. I was like, I knew she probably was, because most white cats with pure white cats with blue eyes are deaf. I said, I knew probably was a thing, but yeah, no, she's deaf. And so that's when we knew that either A, there's no way a deaf cat is going to be an outdoor cat. So we knew that she either was, got loose, and we just never found the owners, or what I think is I think she belonged to maybe an elderly couple, because there's a lot of elderly couples in this area, and the family didn't want to deal with her, and they kind of let her out, just to go. That's okay, she's happy now. And I need 2 of those. Fantastic. Alright, and I am more than halfway done the first step of cutting. Alright, let's put all of the Doctor Who away. Okay, where the wild things are crowned.
She's my baby.
Yes, and she is Jordan's cat. I can see your face in the camera.
That's fine.
Okay. If you were trying to hide off camera, you're not doing a good job.
No.
Thank you very much. I'm glad she has a good home too, although she drives me crazy. And she has the loudest meow ever because she can't hear herself.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
It's a little annoying.
Yeah.
I still love her.
First time she came upstairs, it was a really big deal because she just...
Alright, so I need... Oh, here's the thing. So the next one's Harry Potter is the next category. So maroon squares are these. So I like this fabric, this Harry Potter fabric, but it's kind of boring just like it is. So what I do is I make one side that, and one side this cool red Asian fabric that I found. So for this, yeah, all cats are annoying. Yes, it really is their thing. But because she's deaf, she just kind of like sits there. Oh, she's looking for Jordan. She just kind of sits there and does her thing. She does hardly ever moves. So it makes for a good cat cam. Alright, so I only need 2 of these, right? Yep. Loud meowing contest. Oh, the funniest thing is just wait. If you haven't seen it on any of the past videos, just wait until you hear Marley barking at her. So my dog, that's a Pomeranian, will like stand at the bottom and try to get her to play with him. So he will jump up at the cat tree and sit and bark and bark and bark at her. Like really loud, horrible bark. And she just looks at him like, oh, I can't hear you, I don't know what you want. It's really funny. Okay, next. House fabric for Harry Potter. Alright, we've got Slytherin, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. Alright. How many of each do I need? Slytherin, I just need 2. The other 3, I need 4. Yeah, no, it's the funniest thing, and sometimes it scares people that are watching my stream, because you're not expecting all of a sudden this really horribly loud dog bark to penetrate. So it's really funny. Alright, I said I needed 2 of these. So tomorrow I'm going to stream sometime. I don't know when. But I'm also going to work on my schedule for the week. I'm going to set my schedule so that I would know exactly when I'm streaming during the week and what I'm working on. I have a lot to work on. A lot to do. So I'm thinking this week I'm going to do a mixture of evening and weekday streams. And here is the Ravenclaw house fabric. I get asked all the time. Fantastic. I'll see you later, Oceanic. Thanks for popping in. So I get asked all the time, A, where I find fabric, and B, why is fabric so much more expensive than others? So question 2A, I am licensed as a manufacturer, so I actually can buy the fabric directly from the fabric manufacturers. So this is another Camelot. The house fabric is another Camelot fabric. I love Camelot, if you couldn't tell from before when I was talking about them. The question to be is, it depends on the company, it depends on the licenses, and it depends on how it's made. So for example, this fabric that I'm working on right now, the Harry Potter house fabrics, are super expensive. If you're able to find them in the store, you may find them from anywhere from $10 to $15 a yard, because they're super expensive. And the reason is, A, it's an expensive license. So first, Camelot makes really high quality fabrics. They are, like I was saying before, much higher thread count and a lot nicer than some of the other fabrics that you may see. So that's the first reason, the brand. Second reason is Harry Potter licensing, super expensive. So I'm sure that they had to pay more money for this licensing than they had to, let's say, for the video game stuff. So the licensing is expensive. And then in the case of the house fabric, it's actually made a different way. It is digitally printed. So what that means is, so if you think about t-shirts, if you think about how your t-shirts are made, there are a couple of different ways to make t-shirts. You can just kind of stamp the design right onto the top, using vinyl most of the time. And then the other way is to sublimate it, is to get it really into the fabric. All of fabric is made using the sublimating process. So in that way it's not going to wear away, it's really in the fabric. Well, this is actually made digitally. So it is a much crisper, higher resolution, better fabric. Hence why it is so freaking expensive. In Canada, I think it's something like $20 a meter, because fabrics are always more expensive in Canada. Not just because of the exchange rate, but because of the whole way that Canada gets their fabric. Super, super expensive. Hi, Marley. I already gave you your TRAT. You're not going to get... I know, I love you. The dogs love, love, love when I'm downstairs. If they hear me talking to myself, they like to spend time with me down here because they know that I'm going to give them attention and possibly give them a TRAT. It's like as soon as I started streaming, they all came running down. And now they're coming back down one at a time, going, oh, maybe I can get some more. Oh, hi, Two Wolf. How are you this morning? 15, 30, am making pillowcases. I'm replenishing my stock from Gen Con and Dragon Con. Yeah, I have a ton to do over the next 3 weeks before my next convention. So yeah, I will be getting up early every single morning and basically working the entire day. So I may be streaming almost every day for the next 3 weeks. I have a lot to do. And I have a ton of commissions still to work on. Okay, that is all the Harry Potter. So I have 4 Gryffindor, 4 Hufflepuff, 2 Maroon Squares, 4 Ravenclaw, and 2 Slytherin. Next is the Deadpool Hello Kitty combos. I love these. Alright. Let's see. Where is my Deadpool? Right here. Deadpool fabric. I still don't have a good unicorn, so I'm still going to do Hello Kitty. I like to do one side Deadpool, the other side something else. You know what? Let's go Hello Kitty plaid. Yeah, let's go one side Deadpool, one side Hello Kitty plaid. Alright, I need 4 of these. So I will do 2 and 2. So, yes. Yeah, a lot of the fabrics you can get places. In fact, I had long conversations with her. We actually hung out a bit at Dragon Con. So we had long conversations about where I get my fabric. She still gets it from Joann's and quilt stores, from actually big box stores. So I told her, you know, if she actually registers as a business and registers as making these things, she could qualify to buy them directly from the manufacturers. And I can show her how to do that. So she may be getting even more of the fabrics that I have. Oh, I didn't need to cut that one. Let me set that up here. I only needed 1 cut. There we are, there's that. And 16. No, I do need 4. I don't know why I thought 2. I'll grab the other one. There we are. So the step I'm doing now is just the first step of making the pillowcases, which is just getting the fabric organized and making the first 15-inch cut. Next, I'll actually cut them into the squares. Okay, so Hello Kitty goes there with My Little Pony. My Little Pony, I need comic and ponies. So comic and, oh, am I out of ponies? It should be on a bolt someplace. Alright. Where is... Let me step back and take a look. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. Didn't mark it that it was out. Huh. That sucks. If that's the case, I am out of a fabric that I did not know I was out of, and I don't think I reordered any. Okay, did I put it someplace else? No. All right, let me double check and see. Did I close that? My Little Pony. Yeah, it may turn up. Yeah, see, I've got everything so super organized in my studio, because you have to if you do this for a business, that I have them all categorized and organized. So the only thing I can think of is A, I ran out of the fabric and did not mark it. I put a question mark next to it. I ran out of the fabric and didn't mark that I ran out. Or B, I put it someplace else to use for something, whether like a backing, something, and didn't mark it. All right, so comic. I need 4 of these. So Two Wolf, have you set up your studio Twitch stuff yet for making the t-shirts? I know last time we talked you had said that you were working towards that. Speaking of someone that makes t-shirts, I actually was talking about the layering versus the sublimation process of t-shirts and was relating it to the fabrics. Whoops, that is not enough. Okay, so this is a scrap that's going to go in my scrap bin. So someone on my Patreon is going to get that one. And yes, that, speaking of the dog that barks at the cat, the deaf cat. Marley, honey, what are you doing? You're so cute. There we are. Okay, so that is all of the My Little Pony. Excuse me. Okay, Star Trek. The blue ships. That one right there. And how much of this do I need? Just 2. Okay. Next is Star Wars. Star Wars, I need BB-8, glow-in-the-dark Darth Vader, and then the other glow-in-the-dark. Okay, so BB-8. I don't think I have any more glow-in-the-dark Darth Vader. I think I used it all, and I forgot to mark that I used it all. Here's the panels glow. Yeah. So out. Yep, nope, I'm definitely out of that fabric. Okay. Just did a bunch of stuff for the non-pro. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because I know you were saying with the all the nonprofit stuff that you do. It's amazing how we can be retired, but then be even more busier than we did before. Okay, perfect. Okay, so BB-8, I need 2 of these. And I am almost done the first step of cutting these fabrics out. And now I think that glow-in-the-dark Darth Vader is out of print. So I do not think that I'm going to be able to find it anywhere. So whatever I have made is what I have made. 15, 30, and I said 2 of those, right? Yep. Alright, last category is video games. Okay, Star Wars goes back. Alright, video game. Characters and Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, working on the websites are an important thing. I was actually thinking about that the other day, about how I have to revamp my website and I've got to go through and edit a bunch of the stuff. So I need to find time to do that. I have so much time for everything, right? And the Mario level. Okay, Pac-Man. And then the Aztec Zelda. It's actually a Wind Waker fabric, but I like calling it Aztec because it's kind of like a cool design. Alright. I think I need 6 of this. Yep. I try to have between 4 and 6 of each pillow on hand. And like with the quilts, to where sometimes I only have 1 on hand. Because especially for the throw pillows, what if somebody wants to buy a set for their couch? 1 on each side. So I try to have at least 4 to 6 of each design. Okay, there's 2. I know I haven't talked about any of the conventions that I just came back from yet. There are so many stories and so much that happened at these conventions. I'm like, I may just wait and chat about it whenever I am quilting. What was really cool that I really, really liked at Dragon Con on Thursday night, I actually went to a Twitch creative meetup. Really, really cool. I really liked it. It allowed me to actually meet other Twitchers that stream on creative. A few of the people actually were streaming from the party. So that was a lot of fun. I am looking forward to going again next year. Alright, the level is just 2, right? Yep. And then the Donkey Kong and characters are 2, and then I am done with the first step, and I can move on to the second step. What time is it? 11:51. Okay. I have to be finished by noon for today's stream because I need to eat some lunch. And my husband is playing in a ball tournament this weekend, so I promised him that I would go and at least watch a few games. since I've been gone and I haven't seen him for almost a month. There we go. Okay, that is all of the video game stuff. So let me put this all away. The biggest thing for me with my studio is making sure I put things away whenever I finish them. Okay, so then the second half, so I made a thing of all the pillows. The bottom half is all of the dice bags I need to make. I'm not going to worry about pulling that because some of that is going to be extra from here. And some other of it, I'm not going to have it all. So I'm just going to set that aside for now. I don't need that anymore. Alright. Let's move this over. Okay, got that. Alright, let's start this up. Okay, so step 2. If you decide you want to make some throw pillows, step 1 is obviously doing the initial cut. Step 2 is the secondary cut. So what I do is I take my folded fabric and I iron out this crease right here. I need water. And yes, I do use steam for this. Okay, and then I figure out which side has the largest selvage. It is the other side. And then I fold it down to find where the selvage is. I line it up along a line and the number 1, and then I'm going to cut at the 1 and the 16 because these are 15-inch squared, and then I'm going to cut off the end. So this part is already cut and ready to go for dice bags. So I'm going to set that up there. And here is one of my pillows. So 15-inch square pillow. And I'm going to set it right there. In fact, let's move it over just a bit more. You know what? No. I'm not using this space. Let's put it here. Oh, it's out of the way. There we go. And that's it. That is the entire second step. And that is all I'm going to be doing for the rest of these. Step number 3 is sewing the zipper on, which I'm not going to get to today, and I do not know if I will stream that, because I can work on that while I do other things as well. And then after you put the zipper on, just sewing it closed. For me, it's all about the efficiency of doing all of the cuts at the same time. So I'm cutting my pillows and my dice bags, and if I do not need to turn those into dice bags right now, like if I have way too many of that design, that's what I do with this stuff. These are my organizations of all my fabrics that are already ready for dice bags. So the dice bags, if I need fabric of a dice bag and I haven't cut a pillow for it, I can just go back in those bins and see if I have fabric. If I don't, well then I'm not making the dice bag. Because the whole point of them is they are leftover fabrics from the pillows. So I'm not going to cut specialty fabric just for those dice bags, or else that would bring that price point up because it'd be more labor and not just an afterthought. And I like to keep the price right at $8 American, $10 Canadian. Oh, hey, I almost forgot one of the conventions. So I was talking about the different conventions that I'm doing coming up with New York, Twitch, Quilt Market, and the Toy Fair in New York City. I forgot about my homegrown local Comic-Con. So the Forest City Comic-Con, which is my hometown London, Ontario Comic-Con, is going to be 2 weeks from today. I don't think I'll be doing a setup stream just because I'm going to have a very abbreviated, different kind of setup than I normally do because I left most of my stuff in Maryland for New York Comic Con. I don't sell a lot at the local one. I sell a decent amount, but I don't sell a lot. It's for me it's more about because it's my local town, it's my local one, I do promotion and things like that so people know that, hey, no, I am here and I live here and this is what I do. But the cool thing about that, my friend Megan, the corset maker, lives about an hour down the road, so she's going to be coming into town for the convention. So in 2 weeks on Friday, she's going to be a guest streamer. So she's actually going to come and stream with me. I do not know if she's going to be able to work on corsets while she's here, but she will be working on something, even if it's just like cross stitch. So she said that yes, she definitely wants to come and stream with me. So that'll be fun. It's funny because it's just a simple one-day local convention. And I always, whenever I'm doing my planning, you know, I've got things like New York Comic Con to plan for in 3 weeks. Well, it's technically 4 weeks from today, but I leave in 3 weeks. So it's hard, it's interesting whenever I'm planning for big cons like that. My little hometown Comic-Con tends to slip my mind sometimes. Because there are not a lot of logistics that I have to worry about, which is quite nice. I may see if anyone else that's coming in town will want to pop by for a guest stream as well on Sunday. Because Megan's going to be here Friday for the guest stream. Saturday is the con. So Sunday, I may see if anyone else is spending the night from Toronto or someplace and see if they want to stay for a little bit and stream with me. That's the nice thing about having a 4-camera setup now, is I'm able to host guests here in my house. I mentioned it earlier as well, but I probably should mention it again. Twitch business. So I'm now 140. Yeah, and another 60 followers. I'll do another giveaway. I will do a quilt kit. So instead of just giving away one of my patterns, I'm going to give away a full kit. Does not matter where in the world you live. I will ship it to you for free. And then, of course, every 100 followers, I'll do another giveaway. I always think it's funny whenever I pick up a bunch of new followers, whenever I'm not streaming. But I'm sure a lot of it is from the conventions and promotion and things like that. As soon as I reach that point, I'll do the giveaway stream. Now, in addition to that, I mentioned one of my conventions coming up is Quilt Market. Quilt Market is the industry show for quilt shops and professionals like myself, where, hey, if you are a teacher, designer, anything like that, you're invited to this convention. And I don't sell anything there. I'm just there to promote myself and to meet with all of the designers and creators and see what's new. See all the new cool stuff that's coming out. So that's what I'm excited about. The best thing about Quilt Market is I can do giveaways. So super excited about that. And it's not giveaways with my stuff, it's giveaways with their stuff. So fabrics, stuff, things, Arrow Furniture always lets me give away one of their chairs. So these cool chairs that I sit on and actually sew with, I'll be giving one of those away. But it's not just that, it is a brand new skull fabric design that they are doing. So yeah, super excited about that. I can't wait. I may even have to buy one for myself because they are just like, I can't wait for the fabric. And I'm in talks with other companies as well to give away other things. I love giving stuff away. I feel bad. I hate taking stuff for myself. So like if companies try to give me something free, I feel really bad. Like I don't like taking free stuff. I don't know. I guess I feel like I don't deserve it kind of thing. Like I'll pay for it. I just don't like free things. Or if they give me discounts, I feel better than that than taking free things. But I love giving stuff away. So when companies try to give me stuff, I'm like, okay, tell you what, I don't give it to me, but let's give it away to my fans. So that will be coming up. Also, now that I'm home again, I can start concentrating on TwitchCon as well. And there is a possibility I may be able to give away some TwitchCon tickets. So if you are thinking of going to TwitchCon, during PAX East, if you stayed with me, that's awesome. That's really cool. If you are thinking of going to TwitchCon, if you have not gotten your tickets yet, I may be able to give some away either this week or next week. So there's a bunch of forms, a bunch of things that I need to fill out, stuff I need to do in order to get ready. So as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. There we go. I didn't quite iron out all the way. There we are. So, Two Wolf, did you go to PAX East? Well, that's right. You said, I'm thinking PAX East. You live near the area, so that's cool. So, a couple of streamers actually stayed with you whenever they were at PAX East. That's awesome. So how did you actually go to PAX East? Were you able to get in? And how was it? Because of course I was down at Dragon Con during PAX East. Because that was Labor Day, right? I don't think I have seen anything from PAX East yet. Like, I have been so busy, I haven't even looked at any of the news or anything at all. Oh! So they actually ran East and West at the same weekend? I thought they normally alternated them. Oh, okay, alright, that's why. Okay, so you're saying this past March and April. Okay, see, I got confused. I still have a little bit of con brain going on. Not able to thoroughly think clearly yet. I'm with you now. So I knew that one of the PAXs was this weekend. I thought it was normally West, so... Okay, so I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah, I know PAX West, or PAX Prime, is in Seattle. I have not been to either one, because the biggest thing that you're running into with the PAX shows is they really want to keep it mostly game related. So if you are a game company, you may be able to buy space there. If you are not a game company, you're kind of an afterthought. And they're weeding a lot of those of us that are game related but not actual game companies out. Hence why I don't do them. I did apply. There's a new PAX Unplugged. It's going to be in Philadelphia in November. I applied for it and I asked to try to get in, but again, I am not an actual gaming company or have things directly related to games, so I am on the wait list. I think eventually, I'm actually afraid eventually that New York Comic Con and C2E2 may eventually go that way as well. I'm just waiting for one of these years when they say, you know what, you're not directly in the industry, so yeah, we're not going to bring you in. Until they do, I'm going to keep going. And I will keep having my stuff there. And for those that were not watching, whenever I was first making the cuts, this Star Wars fabric does glow in the dark. It is fantastic. This was actually one of the first glow-in-the-dark fabrics that I picked up. And I didn't realize it glowed in the dark. I had it in my room. Yeah, it woke me up. I'm like, what is that over there? It kind of scared me a little bit. Yeah, I'm surprised this BB-8 fabric doesn't do better than what it does. I think it's super cute and I love it. This stuff? No. You mean the Star Wars? No, it's printed straight on. Oh, I see what you mean. About, yes. So, yes. It is. So I see what you mean about how it's kind of like a little bit off, kind of like going down like this. Yes, it is printed that way, and it's not meant to be printed that way. That is a mistake on the printer. So a lot, and this, it really makes me mad whenever I do panels sometimes, when I do the panel quilts, because that stuff will be printed and it'll be off for the actual printing. So no matter what I do, I can't cut it on a nice straight basis. So I have to cut it at an angle. Whenever you, when I take the panels and I turn them into panel quilts, a lot of times I can tell which companies are better than others. Which fabric companies are better than others, because which ones pay attention to exactly how it's printed on there, if it's on an angle or not. What time is it? 11:15. Okay, I think I'm going to keep cutting until about 11:30. And then I'm going to go eat lunch, because my husband's ball game is at 1. So I'll go eat lunch, go to his ball game. And I have a ton of computer work to do today, so after his ball game, I'm going to head home and get working on the computer stuff. So uploading my new emotes for subscriptions. I've got to do a bunch of TwitchCon stuff. I've got to do a bunch of New York Comic Con stuff. All sorts of things. And then tomorrow, do not know what time I'm going to stream, because it all depends on husband's softball. But I will pop in for a couple hours tomorrow. I do have my gaming laptop, and I do have my capture card. So sometime this week, I'm going to get my Switch set up so I can start streaming my Splatoon playing. Alright, if I can get to the Deadpool Hello Kitty fabric, I will think it's a successful day. So this week I've got lots on my plate for streaming. I have to finish the horror quilt. I have one more block to do, and then I've got to assemble everything. I have, what else in my commissions? Let's see, commissions. Let's see, I've got the horror quilt. Oh, the charity quilt. Shoot, I've got to make that soon. Alright, I've got to see how many things I've got for that. Alright, I've got to do my pillow sample for the English paper piecing, and I've got to do the pattern. Okay. Alright. If you're ever curious about... Oh, hey, Iron Bands Graham, how are you? If you're ever curious about exactly what commissions I am currently working on, it is all on my website. So that's the spreadsheet I was just looking at. So this week, I think my #1 priority will be to finish the horror quilt. I have to make some more Japanese wood spirits because I'm sold out of those. I also, so whenever quilt teachers travel, they bring examples to show. It's called a trunk show. And I realized if I am ever going to set up at spring or fall quilt market and actually advertise my patterns to quilt stores, I need one of each of my quilts that is basically just for show. So I can show at those conventions, and I can take around for my trunk show and classes. Because right now, when I have a speaking engagement, I've got to pull those quilts out of my stock for selling. But then, what happens if I don't have any made? And what if I want to show off, you know, one of those really cool quilts, and I have a convention the previous week and I sell it? So there's lots of things. So I need a set of quilts just for traveling and showcasing. So I've got to work on that. And then, of course, I've got all of those t-shirt quilts that I've got to do the quilting. Lots to do. So yeah, I'm a busy person. But I think my #1 priority right now is to make sure that my commissions don't get backlogged. They don't get put in the back burner, that I do pay attention to them. But that I also make sure that I get everything finished and made that I need to for New York Comic Con. So that will be my next step, is to sit down, now that I figured out the pillows and dice bags I need to make. I need to sit down and figure out the panel quilts and the pieced quilts I need to make. I know I need to make more Lokis. I know I need to make more Japanese wood spirits. And I think that's it. Okay, so the next two I'm cutting, oops, it goes that way, is the Deadpool Hello Kitties. So I like to have one side Deadpool and then the other side Hello Kitty. So how I do that, oh, hi, Mama Rico. Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Mama Rico just tipped 10 bits. And with that, I forgot to mention this. Okay. Super important. From now until September, I got to think of the dates. I'll tell you guys exact dates tomorrow. From now, and Mama Rico, thank you for the follow. I super appreciate it. For any time you tip, every time you cheer with the bits, anytime you donate, anytime you subscribe, half of that money goes towards Extra Life. So keep that in mind as you're watching Twitch and doing all that. So yeah, thank you very much. I super appreciate that. And Mama Rico at New York Comic Con. I am. Oh yeah, it's also they've raised $41,000. Wow. Oh, 9 more days. Okay. So cheer and include the hashtag charity, and then it goes towards it. So, New York Comic Con. If you walk directly in, and I mentioned this one time already in the broadcast, so if you guys were watching, I apologize about saying it again. If you walk directly in the front door, and I'm taking this, setting it aside because I'm putting it with Hello Kitty, and you go straight to the back. So there's 2 entrances. You've got forward and you've got the left. If you go to the left, that is the block. You want to go forward. So go in, go straight back all the way to the back wall. And the bathroom should be somewhere in front of you on the back wall. When you hit the back wall, turn to the right. And we're about 5 or 6 rows down on the right-hand side, right there on the corner. So I'm on the corner on the back wall. So if you want to come and see us and say hi, make sure that you tell me that you saw me on Twitch. And that you're Mama Rico, and I'll be like, oh, hey! Yeah. Can you tell it's my first stream back after being gone at conventions for a whole month? Because I'm, like, forgetting all of these super important little things. Like, they're the cheers for Extra Life. I've got to read up on that. I'll talk about more of that tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. Okay, so combining Deadpool, Hello Kitty. I've got 2 Deadpool, 2 Hello Kitties cuts. So what I want to do is take my Deadpool, put my Deadpool down, take my Hello Kitty, put my Hello Kitty down. So then this way, whenever I go to actually assemble these together, I know that these 2 belong together. And thank you very much. And I will see you in 4 weeks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 4 weeks from today. Oh, so much to do. So I will get my schedule together for this week tomorrow. I will probably be streaming almost every single day, because I have a lot to do to get ready. Okay, set that aside. And then Hello Kitty. And if everyone has not had a chance, if you have wanted to see Nicole crochet and make her dolls, I actually got her to do it when I was down in Maryland. The stream is up on YouTube, and I believe you can still watch it on here. So if you wanted to see Nicole crochet, you can watch that. I was making pillows for Dragon Con. It was after Gen Con, before Dragon Con. So I popped over her house, set up everything, and made pillows while she worked on her dolls. See, and I keep telling her she's got to stream. Because every time at conventions, people will just like come over and they'll stand in front of her and they'll just watch. They'll watch. And it's so fascinating watching her doing it. It's really, really cool. Alright. I think that's it for today. Because I have computer work to do. I've got a Nightmare Before Christmas quilt to design. I've got to go watch my husband play softball. Alright, so tomorrow, I don't know when, I'll do a quick thing when I'm going to stream tomorrow. But I'm only going to stream for a little bit tomorrow, but then I will start my regularly scheduled broadcasting Monday. And I will have my schedule up so you can see exactly what I'm going to be working on every day. More or less, of course, if I finish something early, then I'll move on to something else and the next thing in the stream. I am going to do a quilting day because I've got a couple of, no, maybe not. I'm trying to think I'm doing a quilting day the next couple days. I've got to do some pinning. I'll call over the family center and see if they can sneak me in for a pinning day sometime this week. Also, in 2 weeks, I've got a pinning day scheduled that I'm going to try to broadcast from the family center, although it doesn't have a lot of Wi-Fi in there, and it doesn't have a lot of signal strength, so but we'll see. We'll try to work that out. So, thank you very much for joining me today. I love you and I appreciate it. Before I forget, I do want to go through all of the follows since the last time I was on. So, oh, hey. I've got that. Okay, so, Larry and Laurel, I think that's how you say it. Thank you for the follow. Mr. McFeelme, Ninrak, Kenshin Himuro RB, Totally Wasted TV, which is 2 guys that I met, they're streamers. They basically drink a whole lot and then stream. So one of them's Canadian, one's American. It's, yeah, they are funny. They're interesting guys. iPharmasaurus RX. Oh my gosh, that's a great name. Lizzie Girl, the Van Dovers, Kazuzu991, Orestes, and then today, Tube Woman and Mama Rico. Thank you very much again for the follows, and thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't know what time. It's a matter of when I can get all this stuff together and his softball tournament schedule. So, but I will be on tomorrow, and I will be on almost every single day for the next 3 weeks. So, see you later, guys. Thanks again for joining me.